trekked out to like the sort of fancy shopping district. They have everything: Chanel, Tiffany, Cartier, Rolex, the whole 9 yards. Um, was not thinking that it was
It's
going
not
to be
fancy.
successful, because if you've ever tried to buy something at Hermes in France or any other city, it's definitely like a huge undertaking and like a huge ordeal. So I was not expecting the greatest thing to happen. So I went in there thinking I was going to get a pair of Orans in beige lin. They didn't have any beige lin Orans, and they didn't have any beige lin Orans in my size. I then asked about a Picotin, and our SA said they didn't have any Picotins in stock, but they had another bag in stock. I tried on the bag. I kind of fell in love. I bought a matching Twilly, and thousands of dollars later, I got my first Hermes bag. And I just want to say thank you, Andrew, for taking the trek with me and offering to hold my bag. Originally, we planned on doing a little bit of shopping on Friday, but it was a holiday, so all of the stores were closed. We made it a point to schedule some time in the morning on our last day, which is today. So we headed out to Hermes relatively early because I didn't know what they had in stock. I didn't know what the process was. And it varies depending on what country you go to, and the level of service you get also varies with whatever country you go to. So we arrived at the store around a little before 11. I was assigned an essay right away. Initially, I went in looking for beige linen slides, Oran slides, and they did not have my size. I also inquired about other colors in Orans. They didn't really have anything that kind of piqued my interest. So then I asked about a bag. I went in with the mindset that I wanted a Picotin. It's been on my list for a while. I knew I wanted either a taupe or gold leather, and I definitely wanted gold hardware. Sadly, they did not have any Picotins in stock, but they did have something similar. So the SA was kind enough to bring me out a couple of different options. I tried on the loop bag and kind of fell in love. Initially, that wasn't what I was going for, so I wasn't sure if I was just like, oh, I'm getting a bag, so I'm so excited. But it just happened to be in the color that I wanted and happened to be in the hardware that I wanted. So we're gonna go ahead and unbox her now. So packaging is obviously very key at Hermes. She did it really nicely for me. I love kind of unwrapping things like a present to yourself. So I wanted an 18 size bag. So here she is. And I got an 18. So this is the In the Loop in the color gold, which is like a neutral cognac colored brown, gold hardware. I did ask about, you know, how to keep the shape, and she just advised to keep the plastic inside of the bag. This is really exciting for me. I love the color. I love the functionality. I also purchased a Twilly to go on the outside. So I'm gonna show you guys that next. So I recently got into Twillies and just kind of am feeling the vibes on a Twilly. So this one is very fitting for Leo season, lions on the cup, and it actually fits quite nicely. So she's gonna just kind of sit here. I'll probably have to get on YouTube and figure out how to tie her properly, but in the meantime, that's my purchase. I'm very excited about it. I think it fits my personality. I think that it's very classic. It's good for evening, it's good for day. I think it's just like kind of like the perfect thing for me to have as like kind of my starter bag into the world of Hermes. I'm not a Kelly or a Birkin girly. I live in New York City, and getting on the subway wearing a Kelly or a Birkin just kind of seems weird to me. But I did want something that's like very classic, that I can dress up or dress down. And I definitely wanted a neutral color that could go with a lot of different things. And of course, a Twilly to go with. So really excited about my purchase today. I'm definitely very blessed. I work really hard, but I understand that like not everybody is into bags, and if that's not your jam, totally understand. But for me, this was kind of like a bucket list thing, and I was hopeful that Brussels would bring me some like good vibes, and it all worked out. So I'm really excited. I think the essays and the team at the Brussels store are very nice. The reviews were kind of all over the place. Some were really positive and some were really negative. I also think that because I've experienced the Parisian essays and the German essays at Hermes, I was expecting it to be like a completely different experience. And it was actually very positive for me. So go in early if you're going to try and get a bag. I heard somebody being offered a Kelly 25 and in black of all colors, which was kind of cool. They have an iPad in store, which allows you to kind of scan through to see what's in stock. I thought that was a plus. I've only ever heard of that happening in Japan. I didn't personally go to the iPad. I wanted the interaction with the essay. I was ready to play the game if I had to. I went in with, my Hermes Orans, my Twillies tied on. She complimented, my style. So I was kind of, just very hopeful for the experience, but really, really glad that we were able to go today. I'm super excited to wear this bag. I'm going to rewrap everything up because I have to obviously go through customs when I leave Brussels tomorrow, but just wanted to share this experience with you guys. My first Hermes bag is a success.